Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope that you're all doing well. Today is Taco Tuesday, and the topic of the day, I'm going to be speaking on transmuting negative energy. So what I mean by transmuting negative energy is taking the negative energy from a situation and putting it into something positive. So for example, when we experience something negative in our day, that negative energy can surround us for the remainder of the day if we're not aware, and we become entangled in that negative energy. So the challenge is redirecting that energy into something positive. So it can be a creative endeavor, it can be manifestations, healing, anything. It's so important to acquire this skill because in the society that we live in, we're constantly surrounded by negative energy and lower vibrations. So I'm going to be giving some tips and get deeper into this topic. So if you're interested, let's get into it. So the first tip and easiest way to transmute negative energy is to become aware of your surroundings, of the things that happen to you in your day, just being aware of all the little sudden shifts in your energy. So say if something happens to you and it kind of throws you off a little bit, a lot of the times if we're not aware, we can stay in that vibration that we shifted to for the rest of the day. So sometimes, say in the morning you get up and then you get some bad news, and for the rest of your day, everything goes bad because of the fact that you started off your morning with that bad news and you stayed in that energy. Now, this can be tricky if you experience something that was really negative or it's something that's out of your control, depending on what the situation is. So the key is to figure out ways that you can overcome those feelings in that moment. This is why self-awareness is so important, because once you become aware to what it is that you're feeling and what it is that happened in your day, you can better work through those emotions. Another reason why this is so beneficial is because if you experience something negative in your day and it does shift your energy, being aware and doing something to help you overcome those feelings and get your energy back to where it was before can help you stay in a high vibration. A lot of the times when we do experience something negative and we get caught up in that negative energy, it can be overwhelming and it'll cause you to go into a downward spiral. So what happens is it's like a snowball effect. So one negative thing happens and it starts leading to other negative things happening as well. So always be aware of those sudden shifts. You can tell once the energy is off, especially if you were in a high vibe and you were feeling good and something happens and then all of a sudden you get that weird feeling, then that usually is a sign that your energy has shifted into a lower vibration. And so being aware that this happens is going to help you to stay in a high vibration. It's also going to help you to transmute that negative energy, because then you can acknowledge the fact that you are feeling that way and you can turn it into something positive by doing something that can help you to break out of that. So maybe going out in nature, maybe journaling, maybe speaking to somebody, maybe doing something fun or listening to some music. Your intentions are extremely important in anything that you do, because there is an energy behind your intentions, especially when you're intending to do something. So if you have positive intentions towards transmuting that negative energy into something positive, then it'll help you to break free from that negative energy and to step into that positive higher vibration. So something that I also really like to incorporate is any form of grounding. So I have two particular grounding techniques that I like to do that help me very well, and that is meditation and going out in nature. So with meditation, what I'll do is if I notice that I had a really off day or a bad day, something negative happened, and I just notice that my energy is feeling off, I'll go into meditation. I'll also do a prayer, and I'll envision myself being surrounded by a bright white light and just a protection over me. This meditation technique really helps me to set that intention that I am creating a block and a barrier between that negative energy. Your intentions and your thoughts are very powerful. So once you decide and you envision that you are releasing that negative energy, it will help you to feel a lot lighter as well. And so when it comes to going out into nature, this is also a really great grounding technique, because once you go out into nature, you can become completely present. You're not surrounded by any influences. You're not surrounded by anything that is distracting you. You have time to just be present with you and your emotions. Being out in nature is also a really great way to raise your vibration, and it does help you to release that negative energy so that you can restore your energy and create balance. Another great way to transmute negative energy is by paying more attention to your thoughts. Our mind is a very powerful tool, and if we're not aware of what it is that we're thinking constantly, we can sometimes manifest those thoughts into our reality unknowingly. This sometimes can create negative energy within our own life, especially if your dominant thoughts are negative. So be very careful with what it is that you're constantly thinking about. So what I'll do is, if I notice that I have a reoccurring negative thought, I'll take that negative thought and turn it into a positive affirmation so that I can rewire my subconscious and bring about more positive experiences. Another really great way to transmute negative energy is to practice self-care. If I notice that I'm going down a downward spiral, or I notice that my energy has been off for too long, what I'll do is I'll take a day off to just practice self-care and to restore my energy. So transmuting negative energy is really a constant practice. Whenever you notice that you are in that lower vibrational energy, it's about doing something that's going to help you to shift into a higher vibration. So I like to do self-care practices that help me to pour into myself in multiple aspects. So mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And it's really important to transmute this energy because sometimes the negative energy that we are feeling is actually a projection and it's not always our energy. So making sure that you are not allowing yourself to fall deeper into that energy that is overwhelming you, and to do something that can help you to put you back in a positive mindset, is really going to help you to stay balanced energetically, emotionally, and mentally, as well as spiritually too. Our perception also plays a really vital role as well, because it's all about how you perceive something and the energy that you have about the situation. If something negative happens to you and you view that situation in a negative light, you're going to further fall into that negative energy and that downward spiral, as opposed to if you view the situation as something that is working for you and you take that situation and you turn it into something positive, such as something creative, such as abundance, such as something that you can do to better yourself. This is really going to help you to stay in that positive energy and to always transmute negative energy, no matter what it is that happens. It's all about how you view your circumstances and what you do with it. You can become the alchemist of your life by simply changing the perception that you have about a lot of the situations that you experience. And if you guys have not already, I highly recommend reading the book called The Alchemist. It's such a great book, and it really does show you and teach you how to take a situation and turn it into something beautiful, how to go from nothing to something, and to alchemize any situation that you're in. Once you learn to transmute negative energy and to turn things that are negative into something positive, it also does help you to get out of a lot of situations faster, because you don't stay down as long, because you know how to take that situation and make it work for your benefit. So that is it for this video, you guys. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace and much love.